Greetings out there in YouTube land. This is Morris, man. And as always, I thank you guys for coming to my channel. I hate to do these kind of videos, but I do this for you guys. I do this to protect you guys as far as protecting you from people that think they can fraud you. You know, they can scam you. You know, so it's entitled appropriately. You know, I'm putting this guy on blast. There's his name. Because I'm going to tell you what happened. Well, I guess first of all, let me just say this, and I've said this before in my videos. One of my biggest pet peeves is people that think they can get in your pockets that don't belong in your pockets. Ain't nothing worse than that to me, you know. So this is what happened. As you guys know, I sell guitars on my channel, and I sold a guitar to a guy, and it was a lot of red flags from the beginning, because I guess there's some people that don't realize you're not stupid. You know, I'm not a stupid dude. I don't claim to be Einstein, but I ain't a stupid dude. So normally when I sell my guitars, I tell you guys, you know, leave me a comment right here. Let me know that you're interested to make sure it's still available. Once you get confirmation from me that it is and you've contacted me, then you can send your money. Then I put sold across there. So I was selling this guitar, a Wildfire guitar, Pepto-Bismol color, and somebody just bought it. You know, it's like, okay, that's kind of a red flag, because normally people that are spending their money, they want to make sure that, okay, I've already interacted with you. We already confirmed that I'm going to buy it. Then send it off. So right off the gate, without any kind of communication, somebody bought it. Flag number one. Then, you know, I packed up the guitar, sent it off the next day, tracking, signature confirmation, all that stuff. So the day that it arrived, this guy opened up a PayPal case. Now, normally if there's some type of issue with the item that you send people, they contact you first. Hey, a knob missing or the scratches. Right out the gate, he opened up a case the very first day. And I contacted PayPal. How did that work? Yeah, so he opened up a case, and he claimed that the guitar was damaged. And he sent me a picture. And the neck was almost broken in half. And I'll put the picture up there somewhere. Now, neck almost broken in half. Now, I've been through this before with another item. And for those who think they smart, and I'm about to say this, and then one might say, well, you shouldn't have said that, because now you're just going to give ammunition to the next scammer. No, I'm not. I'm gonna give you the reason why it's not going to work just because I told you this. So he sent me a picture of this neck crack, fucked up. It's like a truck ran over this thing. I'm like, okay, well, you know, things do happen, and it's not impossible that the post office would damage items. You know, that happens on a regular basis, unfortunately. So I said, okay, also gonna need a picture of the box. He never responded after that. I'm like, okay, see, I already know where this is going, because it's real simple. If you got something that came out of the box that was damaged, the box got to be damaged too. And the kind of damage, and again, I'll leave a picture up to the neck, the kind of damage that this guitar have experienced, that box got to be jacked, okay? Now, again, one might say, well, you shouldn't have just told them that, Morris, man, because now the scammer's just going to damage the box and then claim that, you know, what was in the box is damaged too. Here's the problem with that. First of all, my youngest brother is a detective. My sister, older sister, one of them, because I come from a big family, she's a supervisor at the post office, okay? So I contacted her, even though I kind of knew this stuff, but I contacted her to confirm it. She said there is no way that the post office would damage something to that extent and not put a sticker on it. And when they show up with it, they'll tell you that it got damaged and here's a sticker. Do you want to receive it or you want to send it back? You know, so that's why I'm saying it, because unless you know somebody at the post office that can give you those damage stickers, you know, your case does not hold water, because again, if that guitar was that damaged, that box got to be jacked. He refused to send me a picture of the box, because what he did was, when he sent me the picture of the broke neck, he did this, which was another red flag. You know, when you ship something, you put your name up here, who sent it, and then you put the person that you sent it to down here. Instead of him again taking a picture of the whole box, he cut out my name Stuck it up to the, took a picture of it and cut a cardboard with my name on. I said, why did you damage the box? If you have every intentions on returning this because it came damaged, why would you cut the box up? You know, and I'm like, okay, there's another red flag because he had no intentions on sending me back that. Because here's the thing, and I've experienced this before, and now thank God PayPal and eBay is kind of catching wind because there was a loophole and the scammers was going through the hole and they slowly closing that hole up. This is what the deal is. Say, for instance, I have let me just give you kind of a visual here. I have a Fender bass and mine is broke. It's fucked up. Somehow it got damaged. So now I go on eBay and found one identical, same color, same model. And then I buy it. And then once I get it, I open up a case and say it was damaged when it got here. When in actuality, now I'm showing you and taking pictures of the one that I had originally that was damaged or broke, not working. So now you're trying to switch them off and pawn them off, pawn this one off as the one that I sold you. And for a long time, eBay and PayPal was kind of side in the sellers or the buyer's favor because they really had no way of it became his word against mine. But now since they seeing a rash of this because it's a scam, and that's exactly what Mr. Martin did. He had one already that was fucked up, and then he took a picture of that one, trying to pawn off as the one that I sent him that didn't have a scratch on it. It was in mint condition, and trying to get his money back and keep mine. So I contacted PayPal and I said, I smell a rat here. From the beginning, from the time that this person bought the guitar, everything seemed to be kind of not right. And then all of a sudden he opens up a case immediately, doesn't contact me to say, hey, dude, this came damaged. And if it came again that damaged, the post office would have put a sticker, or UPS would have put a sticker, or FedEx would have put a sticker, damaged and mail it in process, So you can file a claim with them and get, the money that, you spent on the item. So I contacted PayPal, and then PayPal said, well, and then I elected them. I'm like, okay, well, just send back the guitar, and I'll send you your money. Because again, he refused to send me a picture of the box or take a picture of the box. And why would you cut up the box when you go send the guitar back? So all of a sudden, this is again what happened. So I elected to, okay, send it back for a refund. So I'm like, because you can't get your money back until you send back the item, unless the buyer just says, or the seller just say, you know what, keep it. It was damaged. If it was damaged, I don't want it back. So here's your money. I think that's what he was banking on. But I'm like, no, send me my broken that guitar back and you get your money. So I opened up my email today because I'm like, they've already had put a hold on that money. I'm like, okay, well, it is what it is. Because I can't, initially, well, I'm not even going to say that. But it said that the case had been closed because they normally close the case once you get your item back, and then they give the buyer his money back. So I thought it was kind of odd because I'm like, he ain't sent nothing back yet. So what's going on here? So I opened this up, and this rarely happens, but they knew. I gave them enough information. Then, like I told you, I talked to my brother also, who's a detective, and he was going to investigate it. And I'm going to tell you why I brought him into it in a minute. Because this is serious, for you young folks that think you can run scams on people, you'll be sitting behind bars. Okay, so it says, we previously requested additional information from the buyer. Oh, let me reread it. We previously requested additional information from your buyer to help us review this case because we never received the response from the buyer. We've closed this case in your favor. Now that rarely happens, but like I told you guys, not the guy to be fucking with. It's not a good idea to try to go that route with me, because here's what's going to happen. I already got my money back. I knew from day one that it was a scam that he was running because I've experienced that before a long time ago. So I sent somebody a sound module. it came damaged, and they took a picture of it, screws missing. I'm like, how the hell did screws come out of here doing it getting damaged? So I didn't know that at the time. That again, that's the scam. They already have one damaged. They go on eBay, find one, because you can find these guitars and modules all day long. Buy it, then claim that the one that they bought is the damaged one, which is not true. They've already had their damaged one. Here's what's going to happen. You know, not only you try to scam me, you're scamming the PayPal system. And since you drug the United States postal system into this, guess what? It's called mail fraud. And we are filing a case of mail fraud against you. So, you know, within the next couple of weeks, if the sheriff's department show up at your house, you'll know why. You know, and again, this is not me threatening anybody in this video. This is me trying to deter people from doing this shit. You know, because you can go to jail for this. It ain't worth it. You know, you spent $99 on that guitar. Is that worth going to jail for 5 years? I don't think so. And sometimes you kind of lay it out there for stupid ass people that think that they can pull this. You know, because again, I'm doing this video solely to discourage anybody else from trying to pull this bullshit. You know, because you can and will go to jail. You know, and it ain't worth it getting even with you, because this ain't about getting even. I got my money back. You know, I could have left it at that, but I feel an obligation and responsibility to my viewers to do this kind of video, to discourage people from doing it, and for other people that can be on alert for people trying to do this. You know, because I'm sure the people that follow my channel, some of you guys sell stuff on your channel, some of you guys sell stuff on eBay, some of you guys sell stuff on Reverb, you know, and this is to educate you guys and put you guys on alert, because like I told you, 6 years ago, I got scammed like this. There was nothing I could do, you know, and I'm like, in hindsight, now what I do is I take pictures of the serial numbers, because that's another thing. If you got proof that the one that you got back ain't yours, it's in your favor. But most of us don't think like that, because we think everybody's honest, you know, hope that everybody is honest, you know, but you get some clowns like this guy that think that he can pull this bullshit and get away with it. It's like, no, dude, I'm the wrong dude, okay? Like I told you, my brother detective, my sister worked for the post office so they can do research, you know, and my sister ran a report to find out, you know, because you got to have tracking. If you don't have tracking, you are screwed. She ran a report tracking on that particular one, and it came back there was no report of damage during shipment from them. Because if it was, they would have issued that statement and put that in the report, and it would have been in a database. There was no existing, or it was non-existing. There was no damage report on that box, which means that they delivered it without it being damaged. And then what was interesting with the people on PayPal, the lady mentioned this to me, and I said, that's even furthermore of a reason that this is a scam. She said that when he contacted them, it was kind of under the understanding that it came damaged from the seller. She said he did not mention the fact that it got damaged during shipping. I'm like, well, that's impossible. Because why would I send somebody something like that and expect to get away with it? You can't get away with it. You know, so that made no sense. You know, so again, I'm going to sign off now. But again, I just thought obligation and responsibility to do this kind of video, because I'm like, hey, we are trying to keep each other safe. We don't want nobody scamming you. You know, I don't want to be scammed. If there's some information that you can share with me to keep me from getting scammed, thank you. And that's all I'm doing in this video. That clown there, be on the alert for him. If you guys get any kind of purchase from this guy, send that money back, you know, because he's running a scam. You know, and like I said, hey, I'm the wrong dude. You can't go there with me. You know, this ain't going to work. You know, so until next time, take care and thanks for watching.